Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently working on killing our regent, and hopefully that ends up happening. We've got about 10 months and an 82% chance. He's gotta go. There's no doubt about that. We have no other choice. Now, we can declare wars on some of these guys with struggle clashes, or actually, that's a pretty good claim there. That's tempting to take the offensive war penalty. No doubt about that. That's very tempting. Okay, we're going to take a look at what these other options are. Just a single sheikdom. What else do we have? Struggle Clash and Struggle Clash. Okay, so this is definitely extraordinarily tempting. And I think we should do it. Yeah, we're going to take a small opinion malice, but I think that's worth it. We'll let that tick down, and we're probably not going to go to war until this is done. Again after that, because we gotta handle our regent. That's for sure. We're gonna raise all of our forces here. We're gonna head right on in as soon as they arrive, which will be pretty quick. Wonderful. That's too expensive. Our shiny mail was destroyed. Do we actually have anything equipped? We don't. We should equip things. Okay, that's good to know. We could get some prestige here. Stewardship, lifestyle, experience. That would be reasonably fine. Piety and prestige and short reign duration and spouse opinion. That sounds pretty good. We should probably consider repairing this. What else do we need? A tapestry of an orgy. I don't know about that. Maybe not that one. Let's see what else we got here. Actually, a small health boost is pretty good. We could definitely do that. Stress gain going up. No, wait, that's a reduction of our stress gain. Okay, sure. But actually, I kind of like the piety from this lavender jade pendant. We could use additional piety. So that all sounds good, and then we can grab some prestige and learning. We don't have an armor, but we do have a fine sword that we can equip, and we sold our crown, so we don't have that. Okay, so we're heading on in here. And we're going to get the siege done fairly quickly here. 4 months. Yeah, looks good. We could get an upgrade done over here. That sounds great. Melina could also get an upgrade. Challenge rival to fight. Is our marshal really our rival? Very rude. We're going to decline that. We're also, of course, going to build in Melina. We need a building slot here. This is within our military duchy. So we should really consider putting something like a blacksmith here. That'll be fine for the moment. Cool. 40 days left on this siege in Granada. And we can come up here and deal with this. Is that their full force? That is their full force, actually. I was thinking that that was just their allied force, but no, that's all of them. So we should certainly split off our trebuchets and a few units of levy forces, something like that, and go up here and fight them. Wonderful. We can definitely get a siege leader here as well. We'll give something for our rival to do. That'll be fine. Who is apparently also our marshal. We did just lose our steward, so we'll put this guy in. Cool. And what are we at? 43% from that siege? Looks great. Not enough to win off of stack wiping these guys. And they just made a big misstep by moving from here to here to here. That, of course, allows us to skip going here and just go directly over, so we catch them. That was a mistake on their part. Absolutely. They shouldn't have maneuvered like that. But we do have an exhortation of our subjects that we can do. Don't worry. We'll have everyone pay. And now the war is over. We captured somebody important, I think? Yeah, captured heir. So that'll do it. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Wonderful. So that is all under our control now. How are we doing on the Empire title? Wait a second. We require 2 kingdom titles. I guess that is fine, but we would have had that if we hadn't have made this all be part of Navarra, right? So this up here is all Navarra. We could grab Andalusia, so we can get that. And that, of course, gives us de jure claims down over here, which are tempting to press. Very tempting indeed. So we would go after this guy de jure, seizing this county, most likely. This would probably have to be struggle clashed or de jure after we get the Empire title. Now that we have the second kingdom title, how close are we to being able to make this? We need to solve the Iberian struggle. Okay, and we need 3 additional counties. So, I mean, this is the Iberian struggle here. how many characters are actually involved? Well, we're going to be able to end this struggle with Navarre's dominance soon. What do we need for that? Okay, that would actually create, or that would unlock creation of the Empire of Hispania. That would not create it. Okay, so we would need to completely control the region of Iberia, which is, yeah, that's expected. That's what we would expect. We would need to get out over here. We have no CB on him. So that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how we would end up getting that. But that's okay. We definitely can go after this guy, de jure. And would he be vassalized here? He would. Okay, that's reasonably fine. We can do it that way, but I kind of want to wait until this murder scheme is over. In fact, it's right here. It just popped. 82% chance of him dying, 5% chance of the scheme being discovered. What do we got? The time has come. The plan worked, and he is finally dead. Okay, I do love surprise visits. So our regent changed. It is now this guy, but this guy is our player heir. He is selfless, and the scales of power are going to start dropping. So we're going to swing this leveraging prestige. And we need to let this drop down far enough to where we can end the entrenched regency, right? So that's level 5 here. So we need to let it drop a little bit further. I do think that we attack this guy at this point with this de jure claim. Wonderful. We're definitely putting the pieces of Hispania together here. So we're going to raise up our forces here. This is a mosque. Okay, his capital's out over here. Noted. So we're going to head down. Oh, this is very awkward. We did just discover hoardings, and that, of course, means that we can upgrade all of our castles. We're going to start with our capital upgrade, and we have enough to upgrade Malagon as well. So we'll get that going. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we do take a bit of attrition here. They are embarking. That seems fine. Advanced bow making, we don't necessarily want to be fascinated by that. What are our other options? So we do have spiritual expansionism. Armillary sphere is going to happen in 10 years. I think we're going to skip spiritual expansionism, and we are instead going to go for beyond hoardings, windmills here. Getting that additional building slot would be great. So windmills, guilds, castle bailies, maybe not necessarily in that order, but something along those lines would be what we'd be going for here. So that seems absolutely fine. Challenge to board game, no thanks. We're busy right now. We can demand payment from our vassal here. Sure, we'll take 39 gold. We could definitely use additional gold. And let's go take over their capital. They're sieging down here. That's reasonably fine. Do we want to go fight them? We probably do. That's worth 30 wars, or rather 50 war score, right? So we can do something like this, and that's absolutely fine. We can go fight them. I want to get a siege commander over here. There we go. Prestige from a completed building. Wonderful. We're going to continue to work on upgrading our castles. That is going to be relatively top priority here. But let's eliminate this force. They should get stack wiped, I think. So that'll be worth 50 war score. Yep, there's a stack wipe. We can come down here and slow siege, but this very likely will end the war. This siege here. So let's let that happen. Yep, indeed it does. So we're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. Phenomenal. So with our heir being our regent, that is absolutely great. We are at 85 right now. And I'm not sure if this is 80 or 85. Let's see what happens here. Sure, show in this guy. Serve me well. But once we're low enough to discharge him, we'll be able to do that without any real problems. And we can finally get out of this regency at the age of 36. Mildly insane. No doubt about that. Okay, so at this point, to form this empire, all we would need to do is resolve the Iberian struggle. So, ending decisions include Navarre's dominance, which we of course have to control the complete region of Iberia. Status quo would be 50%. We control 82. We would have to control less than 50%. Okay. And detente. Yeah. So it has to be Navarre's dominance at this point. That's the only real option. Everything else requires less than 50% control. So we're definitely going to go for dominance here. A curse undone. Our rival Count Philippe died. That got us the County of Vizcaya. We don't want to hold that ourselves, so we'll grant that on out. Magnificent. And that does give us a martial position, which we'll put this guy into. Excellent. Found Holy Order, Hold Court. Yeah, none of those are all that relevant. Alarcos, of course, we don't want to grant that out. We want to upgrade the castle. There we go. And we're making decent amounts of cash here. Yeah, we don't have an acclaimed knight at this moment. I don't care so much for the amount of micromanagement that the acclaimed knight system requires, but it is powerful. There's no doubt about that. And we'll probably do something with it a bit later on. So for now, this is absolutely fine. We can definitely go after... This guy would have to be struggle clashed, right? Yes. We can go after this guy, de jure, taking just this single county. And then this would have to be struggle clashed, as would this, I think, unless we have decent claims here. And we do. But this guy would become independent because we don't have an Empire tier title. So we'd end up having to go for, like, this instead. He would stay a vassal of us. We're not pressing his kingdom level claim. Okay, that seems good. We're going to do that. And I also see that we're at 10 out of 11 domain. We would like to take back, like, this territory here. We can demand his conversion. He might accept. We're going to do this war first. In reality, we probably should have done it the other way around, but that's okay. We'll not bargain for his soul. What that gives us is an imprisonment reason. He has an 86% chance, huh? That's fascinating. Actually, let's not sway him. Let's just send him a gift. 100 gold for 35 opinion. That's now a 100% chance. Do it. So that is a successful title revocation here. Done. So now, of course, we need to grant out this castle, and we need to grant out this temple as well. But we've got this castle now under our control, which is perfect. This is reasonably fine. We might want to drop the farms and fields here in favor of something like blacksmiths eventually. This is our military duchy, after all. So really, even things like militia camps and stables, I don't know. For now, let's just leave it be. That'll be fine for the moment. And this castle is upgrading its stone barracks. Okay, so in Madrid, we'll upgrade that to a level 3 castle. Wonderful. And we're going to head on in over this direction. So that puts us at 11 out of 11 domain. And this must be 80 that we need to get this under. Okay, so that'll take a little bit of time. But that's nothing too major. Cool. What would our succession look like at this moment? Okay, we have 2 female children and 1 male, so it's no problem at this juncture. It's very awkward that our heir is currently our regent. Okay, that's very strange, but whatever. I do want to split off our siege force here, as per usual, and we're going to head on over and eliminate their armies. And at the same time, of course, we're going to start up a siege, likely of their capital here. Yes, their capital is indeed the target. So that's great. Why can he not leave me in peace, indeed? A claim on the County of Sens, huh? I don't really care about that. That is off in the middle of France. For the moment, that's not relevant. We do get a new stewardship perk, and what do we want to grab? We already have... Oh, we don't have Avaricious. Okay, we'll grab Avaricious for the moment, boosting our income nicely. Beautiful. So they're stack wiped here, and we're going to head on over and start up a slow siege. We're likely not going to need it. This is likely going to end the war. And indeed it does. Phenomenal. So we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. This guy's an incorrect religion. We have a hook on him, though. So we're going to use a hook to demand his conversion here. We also just inherited Vizcaya again. We're going to grant that out. And we have Pamplona. I didn't realize that. We don't actually want to hold Pamplona. So we're going to grant that out, which of course means we can take back something like Alcanis. which we have a title revocation reason on already. He won't accept this. He's excommunicated currently. We'll probably just fight him for it. That seems okay. So we'll raise up our forces here. This is his capital, so this seems absolutely fine. Yeah, that guy converted. That was expected. Okay, and in we head. Magnificent. We're going to catch his army right here. No problem there. We do need a new chancellor. That'll be this guy. Okay, that's 50% war score right off the bat. This siege may end it, but we may have to siege up here as well, which would be mildly awkward, but not the end of the world. Yeah, this is part of the Duchy of Aragon. Just wanted to double check that. So we definitely have 4 more that we can revoke up over here, but for now this is fine. Our regent unsuccessfully furthered their mandate. Okay. We've not dropped the scales of power yet. This guy being selfless, though, is not really a problem. And with him being our heir, it's really not all that much of a problem. But we will revoke it from him regardless. So that's fine. We're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. That, of course, means that we can revoke this title. Perfect. And that puts us at 11 of 11. We can, of course, work on upgrading these castles. And upgrading castles is definitely what we want to be doing at this juncture. So I'm going to upgrade this castle here for the time being. That sounds absolutely great. We've got more castles to upgrade, 4 of them that we personally hold, and more that we want to upgrade eventually. Is that a gem? Sure, we'll become a rough gemstone owner. Thank you. 100 gold? Yes, please. We would be delighted to take 100 gold because that buys us another castle upgrade. Phenomenal. We've got 2 additional here and 1 here. We are going to need to deal with our control level out over here, so we're currently control raising here. We know that we have some lower control levels in a number of locations, actually. We'll have to let those grow naturally for the time being. But I'm not happy about it. We'll definitely want those to grow faster. But for now, this is reasonably fine. We want this castle to be upgraded, but this is actually Andalusian, and so we can't upgrade here just yet. This should be being converted over. I was not under the impression that, or I was under the impression that all of these had been converted. Castilian, Andalusian. Okay, we know that this one needs to be converted to upgrade the castle, so we'll get to work on that immediately. Zaragoza is Andalusian as well, so we can't upgrade that. And we can upgrade here, so that's absolutely fine. We'll get that going. Our regent is less powerful now, so now we can look to end this entrenched regency, and he'll just accept with absolutely no reason. He's our loyal servant, so we'll discharge him. Perfect. And just like that, our regency ends at the nice young age of 38. Oh, that last regent was awful. Well, not the one that we just dismissed. Our heir, he was fine. I didn't have a problem with him. The regent that was before him, that we murdered, he was a problem. Now, our heir was the reason why we were at 11 out of 11. Okay. So really, maybe we shouldn't have dismissed him. What skill level did he have? Skill level 12? Okay. Interesting. He was definitely better at stewardship than we were. Well, that bodes well for when we inherit. So that's absolutely fine. We're probably going to want to grant some of these back out. This can be at least granted out to someone who's the correct religion and is separated, so that's fine. Correct religion, correct culture. That all looks good. I'm not concerned about that. We can upgrade a forest fort here. That's okay. But I would like to declare war on this guy again, running our de jure claim here. There we go. So we'll press that, and we're going to head on in here. We'll get all of our troops raised up, and in we go. So this will get us kicking war score. For education focus changes to stewardship, do it. We do gain a stress level, but that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. So this siege will be done in 3 months. Looks great. Yeah, we've got low control in multiple locations as well. So is he going to siege here? That's a wild place to siege. Okay, whatever. If that's what he wants to do, we'll just go stack wipe him. I'm not concerned about that. Cool. I mean, we could just completely ignore that, but we might as well get the 50 war score out of it. Depending on how much we get out of this siege, that might end the war, actually. Nope, don't go that way. Stay here. I want to select you, and you intercept him here. There you go. Sure, show and count Gonzalo. Perfect. So he's trying to run away. He will fail. That looks wonderful. We're going to head on over here. We're at 32. Okay, so this isn't going to end the war. But we do stack wipe it, and we can head on over this way and start up a slow siege. Just sieging their capital will likely end it, between that and ticking. We won another game of chess, and we have a towering intellect, and we believe we can improve the game. So we could gain 150 prestige by saying the king is clearly too weak. Or we could make the bishop be stronger and gain 100 piety and respect clergy in chess. Okay, we'll do that. Sounds good. We do need a new marshal, and that will be this fine gentleman. Fantastic. And now their capital will be sieged in 6 months? 5 months? Sure. And then, of course, 11 months here. It's going to be a little long, but that's fine. Honestly, I expect this to end with this siege here. We could assault it. I don't think there's a point. We'll just wait it out. No big deal. So we're going to be ending the Iberian struggle relatively soon. It will not be a this episode sort of thing. I can tell you that right now. This war is indeed over. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. So our realm continues to grow here. I would really like it if we had a CB out on this guy. We might actually have to go fabricate. There are 3 total counties here. No. These are one county. This is a separate county. Correct? Hang on. That's a sheikdom county title. Okay. Yep, this is 3 separate counties. So that's going to be mildly awkward for us. We can fabricate a claim over here. We're going to have to do that, I think, in order to get that conquered. But that is certainly awkward. Okay, the crime cannot go unpunished, that's for sure. We're truced with this guy, we should be truced with this guy, and this guy we're not truced with, we should get that on cooldown. So we'll do a struggle clash here, that'll be fine. We'll raise up our forces here, there we go, and let's head on in as soon as that's done. So that's all looking good. And we may as well split off our siege force as we have been, they can't really contest this. So we're going to head on down and look to stack wipe them. That'll be absolutely fine. Putting in a siege commander here. Cool. This will, of course, get us ticking war score, and let's just lose 36 stress. That'll bring down our stress level. So that's absolutely fine. We just had our marshal die of old age. This is like our 12th marshal in like 10 minutes. Okay. Maybe not that extreme, but it's been pretty extreme. I'm not going to lie. So we're going to finish up this siege here, and we're going to head on over, and we're starting a slow siege here, but as soon as our men-at-arms arrive, our siege men-at-arms, we're going to hop on over here just in case, but this should end the war. This will definitely end the war, actually. This is irrelevant. So technically we shouldn't be sieging here because we take extra attrition from that. So that'll be fine. We'll just walk away. The venomous swain. Who even is this? Oh, the King of France. Okay. We are substantially stronger than France at this point, right? Yes, we are. Substantially stronger than France. The days of us relying on France for protection are long over. So we're going to disband our troops, and of course we need to hand out these titles. There we go. No problem whatsoever there. And I do want to get some castle upgrades going here, so we'll upgrade this castle. And we'll upgrade... Oh, that's not the correct culture. Okay. We'll upgrade our farms and fields here, I guess. That'll be fine. We do need to get these cultural conversions done. There's no doubt about that. But now that we're on cooldown with all 3 of these, we don't have anywhere else in Iberia to attack. So that's absolutely great. We're actually quite pleased about that. Swearing an oath of true friendship. Our vassal? Done. Absolutely great. We'll cut cornerstones. I mean, he gained a best friend hook on us, but he is probably not going to do anything nefarious with that. He likes us a lot. So that's absolutely fine. We'll take all of these gold infusions, absolutely happily. And what else can we do here? Actually, nothing that we personally hold needs upgrades at this moment, or that we can afford. So that's fine. That looks good. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to start focusing a bit on Majorca, but of course, we're going to have to wrap up our conquest of these areas over here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.